Look, you don't have to go to work today.
Cruz, I just got this job.
So?
So these things are going to happen.
These things, some social worker's idea of a nightmare is going to want to slit your throat every day? What kind of sense is that?
I don't know. It seems like the kind of reasoning you always give me. Look, let's not fight about this.
I don't want to fight about it, but I'm scared, and it would be reassuring to me if you had the good sense to be scared, too.
Sweetheart, I get to do a live lead-in today on the follow-up story on Amato. Do you realize what a chance that is? I'm going to be in the studio. I'll be around a lot of people. I'll be okay.
I'm going to put a bodyguard on you.
No.
Yes.
Who?
Who do you think?
Oh.
It's not so bad. Come on.
Well, if you smile a little bit, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Well, I don't like this.
Okay.
Oh, you know something? Yours is the last face, or possibly the second to last face I want to see today.
May I come in?
Well, I don't have time for this.
You go right ahead, ma'am. It's your husband I wanted to talk to. Matter concerning a friend of yours, Cruz.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that, boss, but where she goes, I go.
Well, I guess I just have to stick around now, don't I?
Oh, Cruz.
All right, fine. You stick around. I'll take her to work, and I'll be back.
Well, what took you so long?
You're lucky I came back at all. Spit it out. I don't have all day.
Where's Garver?
Kane? How the hell would I know?
Major Hamilton seems to think you do. I sent 2 officers over to Garvey's house last night with the warrant. Guess what? Nobody's home.
You want to search the closets? Be my guest.
Hey, Major Hamilton could have been killed. What, do you think this is a joke, too?
Hey, if Kane wanted that man dead, he'd be dead. Believe me. Has it occurred to you to spend some time checking out what started this fight? Between those two guys is the kind of history into which the long arm of the law has no business intruding. The way I hear it, your friend the Major has had a butt-whipping coming for 15 years. I don't know what took Kane so long.
When we receive a complaint that somebody's been beaten to a pulp, we don't make it our business to find out whether or not they deserved it. That's not how it works. Where is he, Cruz?
Like I told you, Vic, I don't have the slightest idea.
Yeah.
What,
right.
You think I'm going to stand around here and lie to you about something as lame as this?
I think you do what you damn well please. You always have.
If I were to bother, I'd have a few better guesses than my living room. But that's the difference between you and me.
No. The difference between us is that I'm a cop and you're not. Hey, you never were, man. Even when you had a badge. It was nothing more than a place for you to play a few special riffs on the justice system and, you know, wave to your fans from the spotlight.
You know, it breaks my heart that you don't approve of me. I'm sorry that I have never had the kind of God-fearing respect for regulations that you have. Obviously, I'm a jerk. Could we please get these incredibly important questions of yours over with? I want to be with my wife.
For young men like Amato, 9 out of 10 never finish high school. For up to one half, 8th grade is their last formal schooling, despite the efforts of authorities and parents groups to support them in any way.
Eden.
Yes.
I talked to your diction coach. I look at your tapes. You're going to be fine as long as you remember to keep the pace up. In order to sound natural on air, you got to talk faster than natural.
You know, I'm not going to be fine if people don't leave me alone so I can learn this.
Don't let your nerves get the best of you. It's just a job.
And you're going to lose it unless you learn when to be nice and to whom. Oh, I know, it's tough learning to take direction from people who are your social inferiors, not to mention financial inferiors.
Lydia, isn't there a nun strangling a puppy dog out somewhere in Alaska that you should be covering?
Heavens, no. And what could be more interesting to me than watching your on-air debut?
Well, I'm honored, believe me, but...
Don't be. Apparently nobody told you, but I work here same as you. This is my first day, as a matter of fact. You see, I decided to stay on in Santa Barbara when they offered me the job as lead anchor, which includes authority to co-produce with Brent. That's right. Not only do you answer to him, now you answer to me. What's this? A sentence in Spanish?
Well, it's translated. It's an expression that Amato uses that's become...
Well, that is one of the 10 no-nos, of which there are about 50. You see, gringos think that you are being too pretentious, and Latinos think that you're trying too hard to be one of them.
My husband is Latino.
Otherwise, I have very few
Castillo.
objections. Look, we are never going to be friends. But I don't want you to think that I'm hell-bent on driving you out of this job. I have an image to maintain. And I also expect to see that from the people around me. I'm looking for poise, energy, and yes, I'm looking for glamour. Right now, you've got 2 out of the 3. I'm not saying which 2, but that's not bad for a beginner.
You know, silly me for thinking people were watching the news instead of my eyelashes.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's nip this in the bud, shall we? If you say you fancy yourself as a hard news reporter, honey, wake up and smell the coffee. I'm not even one of those, and I'm the first one to admit it. I know one when I see one, and I don't see one.
I don't fancy myself as anything, and if you think I look at you as my role model, boy, are you wrong.
You know, I saw your first Wayward Youth of Santa Barbara piece. And I saw the footage that you shot with this. It was very sincere. That's the best that you can say about it.
Well, it's something that some reporters are never called. Besides, it was good enough to get me the job.
Eden, are you so naive to think that your father had nothing to do with it?
If my father had anything to do with getting anybody a job, it was probably you.
Oh, really? How do you figure?
By doing the hatchet job you did on him. You know, some people like to call that journalism.
15 minutes to air, ladies?
You can the ladies' press.
Sorry, could I interest either of you news persons in getting your places so we could finish setting the lights?
You bet.
Is Cruz here yet?
Who? I don't know. Well, listen, we're going to cut away from Lydia at the news desk to you at approximately 9 minutes past. You have a 20-second lead-in, and we roll tape, and we do a cutout video of you behind Lydia. She asks you 3 questions. You answer in 10 words or less, 2-minute tops.
2 minutes, tops.
When was the last time you saw Garver?
Yesterday.
Was this before or after the incident with Hamilton?
How bad off was Hamilton anyway?
I told you he could have been killed.
And so could have you if somebody killed you, but they didn't, right? I happen to know that Hamilton got released from the hospital today.
So? If I would have said he was in the morgue, would you tell me where Garver was then? I want information here, not a one-man jury.
I already told you I don't know where Garver is.
Cruz, if Hamilton prosecutes, and I know he will, I'll have no choice but to charge you as an accessory.
Oh, give me a break, will you, Vic? I want to hear this.
Thank you, Lydia. Last week, we brought you the story about a young man named Amato. Because of the volume of viewer response, we decided to bring you a follow-up. We wondered how much, if at all, the attention had changed things for Amato and his gang, and whether any amount of attention can really bring about the drastic changes that do need to take place. I met with Amato again.
What the hell's going on?
Boys called. Stop him!
Come on, move!
Are you all right? My God.
You got this? Well, you better get this because a pretty news lady crossed me.
No, I didn't.
Shut up, man. It's my turn. She made a deal with me and then turned me into the cops. What'd you tell the cops anyway, huh? That I outstick?
No, I didn't say...
You liar. You think I've been living on the streets this long to let someone like you knife me in the back? No. And how do you think I'm gonna live, huh? With all these guys after me, stitch boys. You better get me out of this, lady. You better get my name clear from the cops, and you better get my name clear from the streets, or I swear I'm gonna waste you in front of all these viewers and from all those people out there, man. And I ain't playing. What do you care, huh? You come here with your fancy hair and your fancy cameras and you're taking pictures, laughing at us and saying, hey, these lowlifes ain't even cutting my throat. Yeah, but then you go home and everything's okay because you don't have to deal with this no more.
No, I do care. That's why I did this
To hell with what you have to say, man. People like me are just another freak show.
No, that's
people
not
like you.
true. It's not true.
It is true, man, because you don't have to deal with it no more when the word comes down.
No, what word? What word came down on you, critter? What word came down?
Back off, man!
Yeah.
I swear, man, you won't come home alive.
What word came down on you? But we're...
What are you trying to do? Get me killed?
Look, it's a story. I can do something. I can correct it. I can fix it.
It ain't the story, man. It's what you told the cops.
Yeah, the cops didn't even, I swear to you, I didn't even know you were going to be there. I swear to you, I'm sorry.
No, man. You didn't know it's too late for stories, man. Everyone from here to San Diego wants to come down on me, man. You know what I'm saying? All 6 boys want to get me.
I'm sorry. Look, you were released from prison. There was no evidence. We can talk.
We contact them. Hey, back up, man. Your old lady ain't coming off
You
yet.
drop it, or you never walk out of this place alive, man. You don't.
What are you crazy?
Look, I know you didn't kill him, otherwise you wouldn't try to kill me in front of 10,000 people. Look, I know what you're scared of. Who are you scared of, though, and why?
What are you trying to do?
Are you
Get me
scared
killed?
of his voice? Is that what you're scared of? Why?
I don't know, man.
You think you did it? Why?
No, man, shut up.
Why?
Man, because I don't...
Who is it? Do you know? Do you know who it is? Why don't you just tell him?
I didn't
Who
do
is
it, George, man. I swear, man. I didn't do it. I didn't tell on you. I swear, man. Come on, get up.
Switchboard downstairs is going crazy. Are you all right?
Who are you?
Brent. Brent Livingston.
Yeah, he didn't mention you. Let's you and me have a talk.
Lieutenant, do you mind if I speak to him for a moment?
Ma'am, I don't think that's advisable right now.
I think it's very advisable. Because this man let me expose on his own the truth, which could cost him his life, and I'm going to protect him. Even if that means protecting him from you. Are you okay? Well, I can't say I approve of your methods. But I do know it took a lot of guts for you to say the truth, and I want you to know that the station is going to press charges. And there's nothing I can do about that, but I can make sure that my name is not on those charges. And I will also make sure that you have a lawyer down at the precinct. And you don't have to worry about bail. I'll take care of that, too. Because I want you to know that I keep my word. And I told you that I would make up for any wrong. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. You done plenty. I think it worked out for both of us.
No, I'm all right.
Seems to me you're a few notches better than all right. I was really proud of you.
I didn't do anything.
What are you talking about?
Look, I just wish everybody would stop making such a big deal about it.
Okay. I was talking to Boswell on the phone. He said that Critter has been booked and is locked up for the night.
Good.
Well, there's just one thing. He told Boswell... Well, he seems to be under the impression that you were going to put up bail for him. Did you tell him that?
I don't want him back out on the street.
Neither do I.
I just want him to rot in jail.